How do you speak about heavenly things if you don't know the language of the angels? Well, you do the best you can with the language of mere mortals. How can humans understand and communicate the truth, the mystery of the eternal, ineffable, transcendent God taking on human flesh? Words, as inadequate as they are, will have to suffice. Here is about as good as they get in Colossians 1:15 through 20. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For by him all things were created, both in the heavens and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities. All things have been created through him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. He is also head of the body, the church, and he is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, so that he himself will come to have first place in everything. For it was the Father's good pleasure for all the fullness to dwell in him, and through him to reconcile all things to himself, having made peace through the blood of his cross. Through him, I say, whether things on earth or things in heaven. We'll look at this word picture from different angles during this week, beginning today with a glimpse into the supremacy of Christ's being. He begins by saying that he is the image of the invisible God. Don't let the word image trip you up. When I look in the mirror, I see my image. I know that it's not really me. It's just a two-dimensional image of me, and a backwards one at that. The Holy Spirit is not telling us that Jesus is a mirror image, a copy of God, but not the real thing. No, here, image stands in contrast to invisible. He is the image of the invisible God. Jesus is the one who makes the invisible God visible. Jesus said to Philip, "If you have seen me, you have seen the Father." Verse 19 goes on to say, "In him all the fullness of God was pleased to dwell." Jesus Christ is not a lesser God, an inferior God, nor someone who looked and acted like God. He was and is God indeed, fully, in every sense of the word. In him all the fullness of deity dwells bodily. John Calvin said, "We must be careful not to look for God anywhere else, for apart from Christ, whatever offers itself to us in the name of God will turn out to be an idol." Let us, like Thomas, proclaim, "Jesus, you are my Lord and my God."